Alright guys, Jeff here. Gonna go fool around on Spiderman for a bit.
Voicemail from Yuri. Should check it outside.
Oh yeah. Oh, I hate the. Yeah, I thought of naming it like that. Sort of, because I don't feel like writing the whole gameplay part 1 or part 2 or whatever part I was on. Which is a bit lazy of me, but oh no, I just want to get out of here. I want to run around. Where do I need to go? Are we all back here?
God grant me some strength.
Oh yeah. Speaking of trans, did you read about this? I'm not going to assume the gender, because I'm not sure anymore, but it's basically someone who I don't know how to refer anymore really, because need to use the right pronouns and stuff, and I'm not sure what I know that supposed to use stuff like she and she, she and z and je, stuff like that, but I'm not really familiar with them. But so it's basically someone who's like a wrestler or something, and they're doing they're basically beating, like, it's basically a man that basically a man that is on a female wrestling thing, and he's beating them all up on like the championships and that. It doesn't work always, actually. They is offensive to some people. I'm sure if you look it up you'll find it. Need to use the correct ones. I don't know what the correct ones are, so. But I was actually thinking, I sent you. I said I was going to elaborate here, but oh, cool! I'm Spider-Man again. Nice.
Voicemail from Yuri.
Hey, silent alarm at the auction house holding Fisk's estate sale just tripped.
Oh, cool.
Could you check it out quietly? I don't want to make a scene if it's nothing.
Fisk estate sale.
But yeah,
Sounds
like,
fun.
because this always end up, no, but there's like a specific new one for they.
All units on alert. Possible kidnapping. Reported location
but
at Murray Hill.
but yeah, like I was thinking that because this always turns political or social somehow, these videos, I wonder, like these streams, I wonder if we should like just adopt the niche-ness of it, and probably have the first, I'm guessing the first, probably not the first though, but first like gaming channel, the like gaming / political channel.
I just wanted to make sure you knew that.
Basically have streams where we have discussions as well as streams.
Mr. Lee needs my help. I should go. See you
Which
soon,
will
dear.
alienate a lot of people.
I love you.
A lot of people will. unsubscribe or not even subscribe based on the views. And because of my views, I'll obviously be
Report receipt of a narcotics sale in progress.
classed as a
Reported location is near Midtown
sexist,
North.
bigot homophobe, so who hates the poor. But I don't really care at this point, to be fair.
Target reported. Proceed with caution. Suspects are armed. Officers needed in Central Park.
Yeah, apparently gender is a social construct. That's the other thing. It is and it isn't. Like, because the same people that say that it is, say that it isn't. It's always a bit confusing. But I just hope that all the people, you know, that truly believe that someone who thinks they're a certain gender,
Better find a back way in.
that they're not biologically. I just hope that the people who believe that they, you know, like, put their money where their mouth is, and if they should ever, like, they're in the dating scene or whatever, you know, they meet someone, and should they still have, you know, like, I'm a guy, I'm a straight guy, and should I, you know, if I were to say that I believe that, I would expect to, you know, if I meet someone and I think, because I'm a straight guy, I think that person is a woman, and, you know, I just hope that if I believe that they actually were, that I wouldn't make them feel bad, in the sense, you know, that I would actually be, if they so happen to have a male appendage, I'd be like, it's fine, you know, you're a woman.
There's someone else here. They must have taken it.
I don't mind. It's just a penis.
There's no one here but us. We will find the file, or you will die.
This is bad.
Yeah, easily.
Killer if I alert them. Need to pick them off silently.
Not even that. Not even if you don't.
Keep the situation
Like,
from getting
the
worse in
whole
the meantime.
weird about this is that if I tell you guys now that, and I could because there's genders and that, so if I were to tell you now that I, you cannot question it ever. If I say that, because if you're questioning, it's a violent offence towards me, so you can't question it, and therefore you have to accept me as a woman. So if I were to, say, flirt with Mike and and go on a date with Mike, you know, like, what would be, there wouldn't be, you know, any harm. It would be, you know, it would just be a normal date between a man and a woman. Even though I haven't changed anything, even though I have a beard, I obviously look like a guy, so it would still be, from the moment I say I'm a woman, that's it. I was saying that the thing that I find odd about all this is that if I, because of aerogenders and that, and because of all kinds of genders that we don't even know about, if I were to now say I'm a woman, none of you could refute me. Well, I identify as a woman, because if you would doubt it or refute me or whatever, that would be really transphobic, and it would be you'd be aggressing me. So I could get you into trouble, because that would classify as violence towards me. You'd be getting violent towards me. And if I were to say go on a date with some person, I could just, like, with some other guy, it would just be a normal heterosexual date. Can't you just go back on the?
Gotta do this quietly.
I'll keep quiet for a while. Go back on the recording and then catch up. I don't feel like repeating myself again. Oh, there it is. What's that supposed to do? Oh, that's pretty cool.
They always look so cozy whipped up like that.
They do, actually. They do look pretty cozy.
Really hope these guys aren't trying to claim Kingpin's territory. I was hoping for at least a weekend of R&R.
Yeah. Some people consider them to be two different things. Be totally disconnected from one another. I'm not one of those people, but
Should web him from above.
oh, that is cool.
Whoa, careful.
Yeah, they managed to try and disconnect it. Oh no. Oh crap. But yeah, basically, what you did get it right in the sense that I'm not saying that you'd have, if I made a pass on you, you'd have to accept it. Obviously not, because it's, you know, that would be stupid, because it's you know, like a woman, you know, can get rejected as well. But I'm just saying that if essentially, like, if I were to tell you that I'm a woman now, that I identify as a woman, you wouldn't be able to say otherwise. Unless I could, well, otherwise I could actually get you done for committing a violent act against me, and then society-wise, you shouldn't ever question it. You know, if I say I'm a woman, I'm a woman. That's it.
If they're here, where are they?
I don't know. I just don't know.
Move it, Pete. Bad guys are getting ready to be
I just hope doctors don't go all PC on us as well. Because if they do, then we're in real trouble. Because, you know, if I go in for why aren't they attacking me? If I go in for, say, an emergency appointment and I'm like, hey doc, I've got this really, really bad feeling on, you know, on my stomach area, like on, basically got this really bad feeling, and I tell them, like, say that I'm actually a biological woman, and I tell them, hey doc, you know, I've got this really bad feeling on, like on my inside somewhere, like near, like in the stomach area, but I'm a woman who says, who believes they're men, and I'm like, hey doc, you know, there's something strange here. And then doctor's like, okay, I'm not, you know, this, if you were a woman, this could be considered something in your, I mean, I go for, everything it points towards you, towards it being something related to your uterus. But I'm going to disregard that, you know, because you're a man, so I'm not, you know, I'm not going to look at that. Because a man wouldn't have issues with their uterus. So I'm going to disregard that. And then I die with complications to my uterus. Doctor will be like, yeah, it's probably just a stomach ache, take some pills. You'll be alright. If he were a mentally sane doctor, he'd be like, okay, listen, oh shit. Listen, miss, you've got an issue with your uterus. But doctor, I can't have an issue with my uterus. I'm a man, and that's extremely offensive. Okay. And okay, so if I'm I'm going to sue you. Sue the hospital. You've just offended me. Years later, dies with cancer in the uterus or ovarian cancer. Oh, this is cool. Where have I got to go now? Sit upstairs. Some people are, unfortunately. I was going to say, because your mum was LDS and your brother, I think, was LDS at some point. so I was a bit confused. But yeah, same here really. People in Portugal are quite backwards in general. I don't even blame them. I think so too. Even as an atheist, Mike can tell you that we'd discussed this before. We discussed this before, and I used to say that I believed in raising someone in a religion, like a kid in a religion, even though I was an atheist. It is. So even as an atheist, that was kind of how I viewed things. Not saying it's the right way to view things, it's just a way to view things. Do I have to kick you or something? I don't know where to go. Oh. Was going to make a gender joke because of the bathrooms, but no, I'll skip that. Because then whatever, you know, like whatever they... It's not like they're going to remain forever, like... They're going to, at one point, have their own thoughts, their own beliefs, and then they can choose. If it were hurting them physically to, you know, to be in a religion or something, then I wouldn't do it. But being that it's just something that then they can choose to leave and do whatever they please, then I don't really mind. I think it's easier though through stories and parables and stuff like that to teach kids right from wrong. I believe it's easier. They will be. I just like the idea of teaching them something before, you know, stuff like killing is bad, raping is bad, stealing is bad, stuff like that. Yeah, I agree. Definitely agree with that. With what Mike said. Definitely agree with that. It's great to visit, although some places are pretty sketchy to visit, but it's great to visit. Be there a couple of days, especially if you have money to do so. But then it's even greater to come back. What in the world am I supposed to do? Was that it? Yep. Agree with all that. Isn't that the truth? Oh god, I just imagine you going all Mike. I just imagine you going all Gollum on us, being like Master, precious, and just being like walking around like he did, being like underpants. Oh god, that is not a good vision. This is like Gollum has. Yeah, I've even offered several times to help with that. What is this? What the hell am I supposed to do? Is it this? I, for one, believe in one doing their own thing. As harsh as it may sound, like, my parents and grandparents already lived what they had to live. If I don't work on making myself better and my life better, I'm not doing anyone a good service. If in fact I do try and make my life better, I can make so many other people's lives better. Because they've lived their thing. They've had their chance. And they still do. It's not like they're gonna die or something if I don't show up. So but I understand it can be difficult. I guess I'm fortunate enough to be able to think and feel of things in a certain way without letting certain emotions overpower me. Could be my greatest advantage, I guess. I'm privileged. Yeah, I don't really care if people forget them or not, to be honest. Because I'm not doing it for them, doing it for me. Oh yeah, I do get what you say, what you're saying though. This must be the saddest, most depressing gameplay ever. And then I wonder why I don't have any subscribers. Why can't I climb through here? Trying to get more info on Map Offline apparently. Yeah, at least 24th. 24th is a given. 25th, I'm not sure what's going to happen. Because I think I might have to go to my dad's. Which I really don't want to. But if I can get away with not going, then 25 should be alright as well. I mean, you could go too, even though I'm not there, but I guess it wouldn't be. I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be the same, you know, like probably wouldn't be as comfortable being there if I'm not there. As in, because you don't know. I'm just guessing. But at least Christmas Eve is a definite. Oh no, you wouldn't be imposing. I'm just saying that you. I presumed you might not want to go on Christmas Day, provided I'm not there. Maybe I don't know. I was just presuming that because you don't know many of the people there. You might feel a bit awkward. That's what I was saying. That yeah, I figured as much. But I'm gonna check how it is the situation with my dad and see if I have to go there or not. Hopefully he won't mention it, and I could just, because if he does mention it, I'm gonna be like, I'll go. But Don't really want to be fair. And at my dad's, I myself feel awkward because it's mostly my stepmom's family and people that I hadn't seen for the best of like 20 years and or 15 years, and I'm just like, yeah, just feel awkward there, like myself. So what the hell am I supposed to do? Is he your brother from another father? Sounds better to say brother from another mother for some reason, but what I'm looking most forward to though is New Year's, because of double bill The Room and The Disaster Artist, so I'm quite looking forward to that. Oh yeah, it is another mother, sorry. We've seen it, but we get to indoctrinate Alfonso and George. Does anyone have any clue as to what I should be doing here? Or? If they do, they'll be better off than me, because I've watched it like at least 10 times and I still don't know what it's about. Oh yeah, I've already booked to see them on February. Go see Tommy again. Is it the friend that doesn't like me? Oh, come on, really?
Hey, what is that?
Do they really?
This totally belongs to...
Don't move.
Buddy, if I had a nickel for every don't move...
She probably did, to be fair.
Hey, Pete.
MJ?
Even though we didn't really have much of a disagreement.
Same as you. Working.
It's all public, and you read it all. It wasn't even a
I
disagreement,
think this is yours.
as far as I know.
Thanks.
So Robbie's got...
Then again, I was blocked for saying Trump was cool
Well,
on a group,
Robbie doesn't technically
so
know me here.
I was like, what?
And it wasn't a break-in for a few
It
minutes.
wasn't even an argument, it was just like,
Let me explain.
everyone was like saying shit, and I was like, I actually think he's cool, and blocked. Like, what? How?
Excuse me.
Hi, Mary Jane Watson. I am covering the Fisk estate sale.
Hello. Craig said we'd do this tomorrow.
I like to get a jump on things.
Well, I don't. You'll have to come back tomorrow.
Right. Okay. I'm sorry.
Probably thought I was a sexist,
Hey,
bigoted,
Craig?
homophobe.
No, sorry. It looks like we're gonna have to run something
Who
else
hates the poor?
on the cover. I don't know. Maybe the expressionist piece.
Hell, if I hated the poor, I couldn't.
You know what?
I wouldn't
think
have
I
any
can make
friends.
it work. Sure. You're here. No moment like the present.
Thank you. Craig? Never mind. We're good. Let's get started.
Look around and familiarize yourself with the items. I'll be waiting by the Baku statue when you're ready to begin.
Can do.
Oh, wait, I'm Mary Jane now? Okay. Do I get to use the samurai sword to kill people with it? No.
Fisk cut Peter open like a pork sausage with this the first time they fought. Pete got away, collapsed in my yard half dead, and I had to steal my dad's car to drive him to the ER. The first of many Nurse MJ moments. Too many.
Let me know when you're ready to begin.
Sounds good.
To be fair, it could have... It could have probably been a post that set her off, maybe, you know, like... Because I do post memes. Right-wing memes. Every so often. Well, pretty often. So it might have been one of them that just set her off, I'm guessing.
Always hated this cane. So tacky.
It looks cool, actually, the cane. So it might have been one of them that set her off, I'm guessing. If I had to guess. Oh yeah, I don't know if I told you. I think I might have told you that there was a bomb threat at our work, Mike. True. Okay, I think this is a bug. I ended up here, but I can't jump, I can't do anything. Not really, no. It is being investigated at a national level, though. It doesn't seem to be any of Obama's or Hillary's friends, but former associates, but I think it's just some Bitcoin scammers. So, like, people wanted, they basically said, we've got someone in the building, we've placed a bomb, we want X number of Bitcoin. If anyone leaves, or if anyone, they must have seen one too many movies, like, if anyone leaves, or if the police comes around, we're going to detonate it. And first thing they did was call the police. I would have laughed. Well, I wouldn't have laughed. I would have died. But if they actually were serious, and police comes and then everything blows up, that would not have been the right move to do. Wait, what? Who am I? What is this? I think the game is filled with bugs, to be fair.
Sounds good.
Oh, I'm supposed to take pictures, is that it? Are you going to hers then? I thought it might even been someone. I don't know what the hell's going on here, to be fair. Thought it might have been someone in the company playing a joke, but if it were, then what kind of an idiot would you have to be to? Because you know you'd get caught if you did something like that. You know the police would get you. So if you wanted to do that, if someone like just did that to had done it to like play a prank on someone, that would have been pretty stupid. Okay, finally get to be Spider-Man again. Yep.
Hi, Mr. Muggins. If this is about the rent...
Mr. Parker, this call serves as your third and final warning. Eviction proceedings.
Wait! I get paid at the end of the week. I get...
Eviction proceedings will start Friday unless full payment is received by close of business.
Even Spider-Man can't escape rent, having to pay rent. Wow. Oh no, I don't want to go here again. I'm just going to fool around the city. Are you free for an uninterrupted chat? D.
requested for a chase in progress. Report came in from Hamilton Heights.
Your vehicle is unregistered. You have no license.
Not getting much coverage. I should look for more towers to activate. Trace it quietly. Better find a back way.
For a minute, I've just started reconsidering the laptop that I'm going to buy.
Any officers near Firehouse,
Also,
please copy.
I'm going to ask, are you, I don't know if you heard me or not, but are you available for a chat?
Attention unit, we've got a chase in progress. Any officers near Firehouse, please copy.
That's not true at all. Anyway, I'm going to go.